something a bit different today. I wanted to review, not in depth, because even though I collect a lot of Lego, I don't know the set numbers and whatnot. I just want to review the ships that come out of certain sets, the ones that I've got anyway, ships and vehicles. So it's going to be a weird kind of different video, like no photography is going to be involved. It's just going to be me reviewing worst to best my vehicle ship collection so far. So I'm going to crack on with it. First up, we have the First Order TIE Fighter. I got this set from Facebook Marketplace. A little bit dusty, but that's Lego for you. Oh, I need to clean them all. Yeah, I got a Facebook Marketplace. I got this, the 80TE, and what else did I get? Luke Skywalker's X-Wing for 50 quid. So absolute bargain. Obviously the guy didn't have a clue what the value was, but yeah, I got 3 sets for 50 quid. Absolute steal. But I do like the design on this. I like the design on any TIE Fighter. I'm missing a little spring loaded green thing, whatever you want to call it. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so out of 10 for looks, I'm probably going to give it a 7. Like, you can't go wrong with a TIE Fighter, but at the same time, it's not the TIE Fighter that I grew up watching, and I don't know, there's just something different about the style of them. I don't like the colour, and it'd be cool, obviously it's not an expensive set, but a bit of this is just, it's not like aesthetically pleasing, if you know what I mean, to look at on the insides. But I normally display it just on its side like that, just so I can see, you know, the iconic wing here. But I'm pretty sure in this set you get 2 free figures, which they do have room to sit, one at the back, one at the front, which is quite cool. 2 TIE Fighter pilots. But yeah, what did I say? 7. Yeah, I think 7 out of 10 for looks, and overall rating I'd probably say the same, because it's just a TIE Fighter. Like, it's not like it's, you know, one of the original TIE Fighters. I mean, that would bump it up to 8, 9, because they're just iconic and whatnot. But yeah, for the first set, let's go with a 7. Next set is the Homing Spider Droid. Again, Lego have released a few of these. I can't remember exactly which one this is, but again, we're just going to review it out of looks, and yeah, what gives it a highish rating for what it actually is the, like, eye, or whatever you want to call it, at the top. And I like how, like, this is like a sphere of, like, you know, out of Lego. It's made quite nicely, to be fair. The only thing I don't like about it is, watch me break it now, if you knock it, it's really flimsy, really, it's all over the place. But obviously to reset, there you go. But if I'm displaying it, I normally like try and put stuff, because I've only got like 2 shelves for the ships to go on, because my bottom shelf is full of minifigs. When I'm trying to like fit stuff around it and I knock it, I'm like, oh, and then I can't lift it up because I've got something like, I don't know, like a wing blocking it or something. It gets frustrating to display it. But I think if this was to be like pictured on a scene, and there was like 2 or 3 of them with a couple of droids, I think as a standalone vehicle, ship, droid, however you want to call it, it's not like, it's just a droid, like, in my eyes. It's not anything special. The legs are quite nicely made, little feet, they're quite cool. Nice little laser at the bottom. Shame it can't go side to side, just up and down. But again, once you keep doing that a couple of times, it just pulls off eventually. Obviously it's not doing it now because I'm videoing it and it's gonna try and embarrass me, but yeah, it does normally just pop off I do like the little wires that connect the guns to, well, I don't know, like the lasers come through it or whatnot. But yeah, I think as a standalone vehicle, it's not high on my list. So it sounds harsh. It's going to be a 5 with the set, with everything included. It's obviously a higher mark, but as a standalone like display piece, yeah, I'm going to say a 5. Yeah. Sticking with the droid theme, I'm pretty sure it's called an Alliance tank droid or something like that. Basically, they're in the scene on Kashyyyk. Again, I don't know too much detail about it, but I'm pretty sure there's a bigger version of this that's more accurate, because once you put a minifig on, as you see by the size of the studs, your minifig is going to be about this tall, which in comparison is not actually realistically correct. From a side point of view, it's not too bad. It's nice that you got like the little studs at the bottom, so you can kind of like, it's a nice display. This was an absolute bugger to get on, because at the end of the instructions, once you've done it all, you then put this on. So I was trying to put this on. These kept snapping off, which I don't like anyway. These little antennae keep popping off as well. It's just quite flimsy, isn't it? I mean, I can't remember how much I picked it up for. It wasn't too expensive. I wouldn't pay more than 30 quid for it, especially, I did get droids with it, but if I didn't get any droids with it, I would not be paying any more than 25-30 quid. It's quite flimsy, and without this huge sticker, well, it's like not a sticker, it's like print onto the side panel here. It's just not it, is it? And I'm pretty sure I'm missing a piece here. It's probably in my little box of greys, blacks and whites that I've got going on. Another thing as well is you can see like blues and the red inside, and it's just not like for the first time ever, I didn't know it could do that. Okay, that's going to pump the review up a little bit, because funny enough, I didn't know you could actually move it. Oh, never mind. I'm going to keep this one short. It's going to be 4 or 5. It's not, when I display it, it's never like, no, look at this. It's not very good. It's not one of my proudest display pieces, that's for sure. What's going on here? Right, forget about this one. Yeah, so I reckon 4. I need like 3 or 4 of them. A couple of Wookiees. Again, like with the spider droid, you need more with it for it to like get your satisfaction out of it. Because to me, it's just not. It's not a very good standalone piece. But yeah, on to the next. Luke's X-Wing. As I display it, I like to keep the wings open, so hence the little design, like display piece that I've done. It's really basic, but when I'm displaying it, I like all my X-Wings to have the wings open, because yeah, it looks really cool. This would be high up on my list, but because of the next X-Wing that I'm going to show, it makes it look really tiny, and there's just like the detail like underneath here, it's like a flat there was a lot of stickers to put on here, which yeah, it's always cool, but it's just, I don't know, it's just pretty plain. But that's what you get for like a, I think it's about 35 quid off Amazon, 35-40 quid set. That's what you get with a set. It's not super detailed. Maybe I'm being a bit harsh. It's iconic, that's for sure. One thing I would change about this is if I didn't have the display stand, the little really badly put together display stand, if you wanted the wings open, you'd have to go onto Amazon or Etsy or something, buy its own like little display pack, which costs easy minimum 50 quid. 15 quid, sorry, £15. Yeah, I ain't that rich to get 50 quid display pack for every vehicle or ship I've got. What was I saying? Oh yeah, you can't display it with the wings open, and when it's flat, it's not like, look at that, it's quite flimsy. So I always have it so the wings are out in their little X-wing. As for looks, it is nice, again, only if you display it with the wings open. And again, with the wings open, you kind of want to take the landing like little, what are they called, landing gear, you want to take them off. But to display it, why would I want to take apart the set for it to display at its best? Hence the, what did I put the TIE Fighter at? It was like, TIE Fighter was I think 7, 8. So this is, I'd probably say it's better than the TIE Fighter, but not a rating better. So I'm probably going to go for another 7, I think. Yeah, I'm going to go for a 7 on this one. Hold on, let me have a look at that. I'll tell you what, actually, no, I'm going to give it an 8 because I really like the Lego design here. And I like the back of it as well. Could have done with like a couple studs just to like, I don't know, give it a bit of something. It's quite like a big block at the back. Just needs something like there just to give it a bit of something else. But I really like the engine designs. They're quite cool. Again, is it me or do people not like little studs like that showing? Like red and then blue. Unless in the movie that's like the lights underneath, but I don't think it is from after watching the movies. Yeah, look, red, blue, red, blue. So, and in here as well, it's just not much going on. Yes, I like how they've like showcasing the like design, the Lego design in here, but yeah, I reckon we're gonna go for a high 7. I reckon I'll be for that. I'm just gonna give it a minute. Pose X-Wing. It is so nice. Please, again, it is very dusty. I need to clean all my Lego sets, but I haven't had the time. This is like, so it was a high 7 for Luke's X-Wing. When you put it next to this, like, hold on, I'm actually gonna get it next to it. Yeah, Pose X-Wing, just like the detail from above, the size of the noses, they're not, I could have just gone, but yeah, you get my point. It's yeah, it really outshines Luke's X-Wing. So for this, before I get into any detail, this is like one of my proudest like display sets. Like if ever I have like a friend over or anything and they go up to have a look at my Lego wall, I always speak about this first, because it's so goddamn nice. And there's, look, they finally did it. Oh, when you're displaying it and you want the to look like it's mid-air flying, oh, you can't see the landing gear. Finally. And obviously when it goes down, when you put it into landing mode, it does go down, but it's got a lot of flexibility to it as well. So you can have it displaying in different ways, which I really like. But look how long the nose is. It's just such a nice design. The orange and black just goes so nicely, and I love the hidden well, not hidden, but they're not like in your face. The stud shooters, I quite like that. So if you're looking at it like this, oh yeah, but you can see that they've got nice little stud shooters on the side. Apart from how dusty it is, this is going to be a high rating because it's just one of my favourite sets. It's so nice. Again, it's on one of my makeshift display stands, but I will, when I think about doing up the cellar and making it like a, because it's all been painted nicely and whatnot, I just need to clear it. I am going to probably buy some nice stands for him, but for now, it does the job. The engine work on this and the detail from above is so nice. There's not, I find it hard to review stuff because it's hard to put into words like what I like about it. It just like, you know, when you walk into a room, you see this on the shelf, you're gonna go, that's so nice. So it's sort of like, oh man, it's so dusty. I don't want to zoom anymore, but it's one of my favourite pieces. So it's going to go for a 9, I think. A low 9 because obviously your 10s are going to be your Star Destroyer. I don't really like Death Star, but anything like UCS scale is obviously going to be the 10 out of 10s. So yeah, it's a low 9, but it's definitely one of my favourite pieces. On to the next. Obi-Wan's Starfighter. I'm not going to take too long reviewing this because this was in my video, my last video that I posted, and like I said, it's really nice. There is a lot of stickers to make the build look the way it does. Why couldn't they have just done like white panels and then with the green like Lego piece here? Why can't they just do a couple there, like instead of it being a sticker? Like, obviously it's a 25 quid set. Well, that's how much I bought it for. 20 quid actually, I think. I can't remember. 20 quid. You are going to get like the stickers instead of the bricks themselves, but yeah, it is smart. It's nice. I do like it. This. Oh, who was I watching the other day? I was watching M&R Productions. Brian from America. I don't know if you watch him, but I just love how chilled out his channel is, and hence I make my videos quite chilled out because, you know, nothing too dramatic. It's Lego at the end of the day. I was watching his, and since he said, look how fat the front of the ship is. Like, nice, thin, sleek design, and then I know it's obviously to store your the R2 unit, but yeah, why does it have to be so fat? Like, to be fair, like from my point of view, I don't like putting figures in it when I display them, so I don't want that in there. If there is a mod out there where it takes away this and then lowers this a bit, please hit me up because I will 100% do that. And what's going to give it, it's going to be a 6 anyway, because you know, it's 20 quid set, it's nothing too crazy. But look how lazy that design is. Like, I know there's mods that you can you put like bricks, like white bricks on white bricks on this section to like cover these, but why should I have to do that if this is how they've sent it me? So, you know, like this is how they've made it. I shouldn't have to mod it to make it look better. Hence, when I do eventually sell all my Lego, which won't be for a very long time, I don't want to have to say to people, oh yeah, this is modded, that's modded. Like, this is how it come, this is how I'm going to display it, this is how I'm going to use it and then sell it. So yeah, we'll go for a little 6 out of 10 for that one. Something a bit different. We're stepping away from the ships at the moment, and we're going for the ATST, or as a kid, did anyone else used to call them chicken walkers? Or is that just me? I always used to call them a chicken walker. Not sure. Not sure why. But as for a set, it's so nice. This is such a nice design. It's a little crammed, enough for maybe 1 or 2 minifigs. that is in there because I did a shot the other day of one of the stormtroopers, or one of the pilots, what are they called? Yeah, you know, they were poking out of there, but I couldn't get him to poke out, so I had to give him like a little booster seat. But yeah, this is what it's actually meant to look like. Again, really nice, simple interior. Little stud there to put your gun on, or there as well for your Imperial officer. That's what, or whatever you want to put in them. Chewbacca. I know Chewbacca sits in one of them at Endor. So yeah, it's a great little play feature to be able to, you know, put bits and bobs in, and yeah, it's really nice. It was a decent little build, to be fair. It was a fun little build, but again, the only thing I'd change about this is I'd want like a little bit more bend in the legs. I know you can display it in different ways, but I just want, like, it looks too like straight up, whereas I think they should like come down a little bit more. There probably is a way to display it better than how I do it. I haven't actually like tried to. No, because this is where the bend is, the joint. So if you like bend it any more, then this will look like this. So yeah, that's probably the best stance to have it. As looks, again, it goes right onto my top shelf because it is one of my favorite pieces. It's just so it was a simple little build apart from the legs, but it just works. Like, I've always liked, pop back in the light. I've always liked the ATSTs. They're really nice. It's a shame I've only got this one. There is obviously loads of different sets that include ATSTs out there, which I do need to get hold of. But yeah, as for my first ATST, it's a really smart design. I'm gonna go for a 7 because I know there are different ATSTs out there that are more realistic. I know the faces are quite more like square and chunkier, and you haven't got gaps here, so that is what will bring it down. But this is one of my first ever sets, so I can't, from a personal experience, I can't rate it any lower. So yeah, that's the ATST. Mandalorian Starfighter. This is next on the list. As an overlook, like the how it looks. Ooh, yeah. Do it so you can't see what it's on. It looks like it's flying there. That's quite cool. Yeah, it's really pleasing. It's really nice to the eye. It looks really smart. I love the bricks here. How they're just like, they give it that just sleek little finish. Like, there's not too many studs on show. Like at the front, it's really acceptable with how many studs are showing, but here it's just really nice how they're all covered up. And again, up here near the cockpit, it's really nice, like the little grills in here as well. Little turret. I know that when you press it down it shoots, but it's so annoying. Like, as someone that collects and displays, I'm never ever going to sit there and go pew pew. So if I'm like moving it around and stuff and I hit it, I have to put it back up. But even when it's like up like that, it's still on a slant. So to get it, like my OCD, I have to get it so it's like sits perfect. It's just a little one of them like little things on a set that just annoys you. There's many on different sets. Everyone has their own little things that annoy them on a set. I'm gonna start with the bad things about this set actually. This at the end, like, why couldn't it just be an actual like brick? Like, why couldn't they have just shaped it a brick into it? Because when you're displaying it, I normally display it so it's like up like this. You're always going to end up pressing it or knocking it, and then the more you do it, the more it bends. Mine already is starting to bend a little bit, and sometimes I display it and it's not even hitting a wall, but because when you move it around, it's just really flimsy, and it's just not something that I like. And again, this doesn't actually like link to anything. Like it doesn't, there's not like a stud here for it to, so it just, yeah, it's just one of them things. I really like the engines on this actually. This is what gives it a decent rating in my eyes. The use of the engine. I like how they've brought in like, what's this, like a paddle? But they've obviously just sprayed it grey and not brown. Which, look, you've got to be so careful with this set. It's really rickety as well because of the, again, makeshift stand that it's on. But yeah, the engine designs are probably what give it its what's the aesthetically pleasing look, if you want to say that. I love how that looks like it's flying. It's really cool. I might have to take some photos of this. This is the only ship I think I haven't actually photographed yet, and it's one of my favourites, so I'm not sure why I haven't. But yeah, if you get this at a good angle, get that flying on something, that'll look quite cool. Yeah, my best set is up next, and I want to keep this as quick as possible because I know a lot of people think that I produce videos that are mainly how I shoot and opening stuff. I've never done a review, so I don't know how long this is taking, or if people are going to start going, oh, this is they're going to turn off or whatever. But I promise you now, the next set is the 11 out of 10. It's my favourite set so far, from what I've collected anyway. But yeah, this is probably going to be an 8, a low 8 maybe. It is a nice build. I did have a lot of fun building it. Display piece, it's really nice, but again, there are a few things like that, the turret, that just knock it down a bit. But I'm pretty sure next year they're bringing a is it 35 or 75 pound Mandalorian set, and I'm sure it's going to be some sort of ship. So yeah, we'll have to review that next to each other. I might be completely wrong with that, but I'm pretty sure I read something that's what's going to be the big Mandalorian set next year, is another ship of some sort. So yeah, it's going to be an 8 from me, low 8. But yeah, on to the next. Boba Fett's Slave 1. Boba Fett's Slave 1. This is, I don't know if it's because I got it for 100 quid, the complete set, sealed, factory sealed, that makes it more exciting. I got it from Comic-Con, so I normally get stuff from like Amazon or Facebook Marketplace or whatever I can find it's a good deal, but because it was my first time at Comic-Con and it was 100 quid, which I think was a really good price, there's just something about this set. Like, look how chunky it is. Like, it's just so... Let's start with the negatives, right? To display it, you have to sit it on its like landing position, which I don't want to display like that. I want everyone to see it upright. So I have built a little stand. I know that you use that as the handle, which brings me on to my next. I'm going to jump the gun. When you pick it up, you go to pick it up like that, don't you? Everyone does it, and these, they cave in if you press too hard. I don't want to do that, but yeah, how many times I've done that and I've had to like reattach the side panels onto the front of the ship. But again, it is probably because I've used the handle to set up like a little display piece, but when it's on my shelf, it normally displays like that because I think that's how it best shows it off. I like on the inside, oh, I don't want to take this off. On the inside, when your Boba Fett is sat in there, when you turn it from like landing upright, he like swivels with the seat, which I think is such a cool little added extra. Same for the wings as well. Once it's on like landed position and then you put it upright, they like counterbalance each other. so it's like, so you don't have to do it, which I think is such a cool, like, it's such a clever way of building. Obviously Boba Fett's ship is one of the most iconic ships in Star Wars, and the way that it lands and then like things swivel as it goes up into like flight sort of position. I think they really have showed it, like even the turrets, once it's landed and it can go, it's, yeah, it's such a nice, it's hard to talk about like reviewing toys like Lego sets, because I just look at them and I love all of them, but this is, like, when I wake up in the morning, I walk downstairs, walk past my display like set, this is the first thing I look at, and I always have to have a little look around it, because it's just so, it's so well made, it's so nice, it's such a fun build as well. Even the back of it's so nice. I love like the little engine look. The only thing, probably I might get this wrong, but there should be like a little holder here, which they should have included, but obviously that's where the handle is going to place. But you know, when they in the movie it shoots out the bomb and it goes boom, like that noise is just incredible. They should have added that somewhere. I think that's the only thing that will like make it go down in like my rating, even though it's above a 10, it's 11 out of 10. It's just, it's 100% my favorite set that I've got so far. So yeah, while I talk an outro, I'm just gonna let you have a little look around. Basically, that is the end of the video. I am off to Brick Festival in mid-October, down in Birmingham. It's in the UK, if any Americans are watching this, just to let you know. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna take some money, see what sets are on offer, see like any good bargains, any good deals that I can pick up. If I do buy anything, well, I'm gonna vlog I'm actually gonna vlog me being there anyway, because it's so cool. Like, and for people that haven't got tickets or can't make it, definitely watch all the vlogs that would probably come out of, because there's probably going to be other YouTubers there. Watch it, because they're so good, they're so like interesting. This one is just brick related, just Lego, so there's going to be so many Lego sets that I'm going to end up buying. But yeah, I'm going to YouTube, I'm going to vlog that for a YouTube video, and then I'm going to vlog what I buy in a separate video as well. So this might get knocked down from its top place, but I don't see that happening. But anyway, yeah, thank you for listening to me ramble on about my favourite sets, and yeah, hope you enjoyed. Thank you.